Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching this from. Okay, my name is Mojupiola. I'm mother of two, filming from Warri, Delta State. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I promise you, your time spent here is not a waste at all. So I know that you saw something for you. Clicked that let me see this video. Yes, I want to tell you my birth story. Yes. Whew, where do I start from? I don't even know where to start from, but of course I have to start from somewhere. So sorry, don't mind my look. I think today is 4 days postpartum. Yes, so that's why the swelling face and everything. 4 days, yes, 4 days postpartum. My second child, my second baby. So I gave birth on Monday. Yeah, I gave birth on Monday. I don't know when I'll be releasing this, but just know that the day I filmed this, I was 4 days postpartum. Why am I saying a lot of story? Okay. Fast forward. So, this my pregnancy has a lot of story. So when I was 38 weeks, I fell down on the road. Like I fell down on an express road in the middle of the road, flat, with my stomach heavily on the ground. Just imagine. That's when I was 38 weeks. And since then, my husband was like, my husband was, I don't want to say he's scared, but he just wanted me to be over with the pregnancy because I was already very heavy. I was rolling, like I wasn't walking, I was already rolling. Like I was tired. I was obviously tired. And I was a little bit anxious, like oh God. It is there I fell. I went to the hospital to the glory of God. After doing all the tests, my baby was fine. Everything was okay. Just a little bruises here and there. And then we we gave him paracetamol and everything was fine. But trust me, since that day, I was like, okay, and I don't want to induce. I don't want to induce baby. And I'm like, okay, let this baby come. Let this baby come. But guess what? The baby did not come until 40 weeks, 4 days. The baby came on the fourth day. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Okay. So on I gave birth on Monday, very in the early hours of Monday, and around 3:55 a.m. But on Sunday, I noticed that on Sunday morning, very early on Sunday morning, I noticed that my mucus plug, if you know what they call mucus plug is that there's like a seal between like a seal in your what's it called? I wanted to say cartridge. A seal in your cervix, yeah, that's it. According to what I studied, mucus plug is what blocks um infection from entering your womb. Do you understand? So on Sunday, very early on Sunday morning, my my mucus plug, I saw it, and I'm like, okay, what's this? And at that point, I didn't understand. So I went to Google. Pregnant woman, they will say Google is your friend. So I went to Google and I Googled it out. And Google was like, okay, that's a sign of labor. I was very happy. Labor can come few hours or few weeks. I say, few weeks. Okay. No. Labor should come now. I want to be done with this. And then the trust on Sunday, I was saying just coming little, little. It's not so I did not tell my husband anything because I want to be sure that okay, this is really labor before I want to raise someone's son hope to be high. So around 9 o'clock in the night, that's Sunday night, I was feeling very hungry. So I told my husband that I'm very hungry. Oh, I need to eat something. So, and what I want to eat is not in the house. So he went out to get the stuff for me. So I ate around 10:30 to 11. I'm sure feeling pain, but I want to be very sure because that week, the week before the Sunday, on Thursday, I was feeling this back pain. I was feeling a little bit of contraction, but I wasn't sure. But I know that I was not feeling easy. Like the feeling I was feeling was not normal. But as before afternoon time on that Thursday, everything was normal. I wasn't feeling pain again. And I was already telling my hopes that I was like, thank God I'm going to give birth today. But no. So on Sunday evening, Sunday night, when I started feeling that pain again, that same pain I felt on Thursday morning, I started feeling the pain again. But this one is not really mild and it's not painful. I said, okay, I just wanted to be sure now what is happening. Now what is happening? Because I was in the parlor, my husband was in the parlor, he was doing his thing, I was doing my thing. So I wanted to be sure that what is happening. Kate came, I'm like, okay, what's happening? Then the next 10 minutes I felt the pain again. I stood up, okay, I've packed my hospital bag and everything. But I was just doing I stood up, I was doing some finishing touches. My husband was like, is the contraction real this time? I'm like, don't ask me a question. You can see that I'm already packing my stops. You're asking like, is the contraction real this time around? So we made some calls and then somebody came to pick me up. And we go to the hospital around. So the contraction at that time was just every for 5 minutes, and it's not something. It was something I could bear. You get, it was something I could bear, and you know that it was painful, but not that painful. Good. So when we go to the hospital, the nurses were like, "Okay, what do you want?" I'm like, "I'm about to give birth. That's what I want." Okay, they checked me in. They were like, okay, they will check if I'm dilated. The nurse checked and she realized I was 3 centimeters dilated. Once she said I was 3 centimeters, she said, okay, you're doing well. Once is and she checked around 12:05 a.m. in the morning. So when it was, she now said, okay, once it's 5 a.m., I should come back so that she can check that I would have been fully dilated by that time. My man are like 5 what? In my mind though, 5 a.m. Call. Me that before 4 o'clock I've given birth. I said all that in my mind. That before 4 a.m. me I've given birth. I said okay. I went to the hospital, but I went to the ward. They showed me my bed. Like okay. Then I was contracting. When it was 2 a.m. I started feeling like pushing. I went to meet the doctor. I went to meet the nurse. I said, Madam, I feel like pushing. I feel like pulling. I feel like pushing. She was like, no, just try to endure it. I said once it's 5 o'clock that I cannot, that the last time she checked, I was 3 centimeters dilated, that she doesn't think that will be up to 10 centimeters dilated or yet, that should go and hold on, I should come back. I'm like, I can't come back. I want to push. She said, okay, just give it time. I went back. She said, okay, come by 4. I should come by 4 a.m. Please, nurses in the house. Is it by I don't understand. It's not me that I know what I'm feeling like. It's not what I tell you that you have to follow. Must it be that must it be what you think, I don't understand. Please, nurses, can you just explain that for me? Because my first pregnancy, hmm, the same thing the nurses said. They said, because this is my first pregnancy, that I will not. Different nurses, so different set of nurses, so not the same hospital, different hospital. That because this my at least I should labor for 8 hours before I give birth. So I was ashamed. I was already pushing. Before my labor was just 5 hours. That's my first baby, 5 6 hours, and I would have given birth earlier before the time I gave birth for my first child. But because the nurses keep saying that I'm not yet dilated, they did not even check me. That's my first pregnancy. But thank God that the way God, see, when God is creating us the way He knows. God has seen the future. You get what I'm trying to say? God has seen the future. God knows that when she wants to give birth, the nurses will behave this way. Let me make a vagina tight. You get what I'm trying to say? Assuming I have very like my vagina is not that tight. My first baby, I would have given birth to her in in the room, in the ward, without even entering the labor room because I was already pushing. I was already pushing, but because the birth is tight, the baby did not come, and I was feeling it. But nurses were not even. They were not. They were thinking that no, that is not possible. That is too fast. I said I came to the hospital around 5 a.m. Around 8 a.m., 5 p.m. I mean, around 8 a.m., 8 p.m. I was already pushing. I didn't even know I was pushing. That's I'm talking. I'm referring back to my first pregnancy now. Until I started seeing blood, like blood. That's where the nurses took me from. Within when I go to the bed, the labor, the theater bed, within 5 minutes, 5 10 minutes, because I remember the nurse was like, she'll need episiotomy. Her vagina is very tight. She cannot. The baby cannot. So they did whatever they want to do. The baby came out. One push, two push, brah, the baby came out. So I remember my experience in my first pregnancy. I'm like, no, they said the same thing want to play out in this second pregnancy. No. So I told you when it was around 2:30, 2:30, I went to meet the nurse. I said, Nurse, I'm pushing. I'm really pushing. I think I'm feeling my baby's head. I'm feeling my baby's head. When I said I'm feeling my baby's head, they took it serious. So they took me to the theater. And when we go to the labor room, she was like, they're going to check me. So they checked. According to their checking, I was already 6 centimeter dilated. So they were like, no way would they allow me to push. Oh, me, and they're like, hold it. The nurses were even talking, hold it. If not, you tear your cervix. You tear it. You go to the theater. They will have to do operation on you. You will tear your cervix. And remember, I'm like, I will not tear my cervix. I won't. I will not enter the theater for any reason. They were like, you bleed. You bleed. And I was pushing. As they were talking, I was pushing. Nurses were not shouting, don't push. Don't push. Sorry. Let me laugh. You know I'm laughing because anybody that has gone through labor knows that if baby say push, you cannot but push. She get what I'm trying to say. It's like you wanting to pull for the singles that have not gotten married. Like you wanting to pull and it's telling you that don't pull, don't push, and the people already say I want to come out. I don't know how to explain. You know this. I was just looking at them and I was pushing. Next thing, I was standing. Next thing, my water just broke. Bah! It's even, oh, sorry to the nurse. It's even because she was sitting down, all the water was all over her body, her phone, and everything. So sorry, my sister. But that's by the way. That's when they took me serious. When when the water broke, they took me said, I'm like, I cannot, I just have to just push. They're like, you tell yourself, oh, if you tell yourself that's not my business. So I was praying in my mind, I was rejecting what they're saying that me, I'll not tear my cervix. I'll not enter the theater and I'll give her to this baby in Jesus' name. So next thing, so yeah, just climb the bed. When I opened my leg, it's like the next all of them just said the baby is here. They just started preparing and everything. And they said push, first push. When the contraction came, because without contraction you cannot push. The baby will tell you to push by itself. The first one, the head of the baby was out. Next, the second push, my baby came out, and I just give God the glory. My baby came out around 3:55, not around, because I was facing the time directly. All the nurses said they were not even looking at the time, but I knew the time of birth because I could see that they were all distracted. So I checked immediately. I gave birth to my baby. I gave birth to my baby 3:55 a.m. to the glory of God before 4 a.m. Remember, I said now lessons to be learned. Don't accept what anybody outside is telling you. What the word is telling you. They were like saying that I will not give birth. I should come and check myself 5 a.m. Remember, I'm like before 4, I've given birth. They were like, you're going to have tear, your cervix tear. I had vaginal tear, or not cervix tear. Do you understand? They're like, your cervix will tear. I'm like, my cervix will not tear in the name of Jesus. I will not enter the theater. To the glory of God, I did not enter the theater. I gave birth. I gave birth supernaturally God took control of everything to the surprise of the nurses. I gave birth and I just bless the name of the Lord. Please, whatever you want God to do, the Bible says, ask and it shall be given unto you. Even if everything, if they are saying no, it's not possible, know your own mind because you've talked to God about it that this is going to be possible. This is how my birth is going to be. Even you can even pray for painless delivery. There's this book, Supernatural Birth. I would advise you to read the book. Yes, you see a lot of people, lot of testimonies about people that give birth without tear, without pain, and blah 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 like that. But just know what you want, believe God for what you want, and stick to what you want. Do you understand? I hope you enjoy my story, and of course, there'll be more stories to be told. Thank you for staying tuned. Please do well to subscribe, do well to like, and do well to share. Thank you once again. Bye, y'all.